Hi everybody, welcome back. It's Stitch with me. So, I am working on Poinsettia Place of Santa's Village by Cottage Needleworks. And I already started this morning because I couldn't record, but I wanted to go ahead and start because I'm really close to finishing. So I already, I finished the last snowflake I had, and then I started this border and I started my roof. So I'm going to try to finish it during my Stitch with me today. I think I'll be able to. So as you can see, I have put in my grid lines, and that made my snowflakes much easier. I did mess the snowflake up. It's supposed to look like this one, but honestly it was like fine. I just left it. So I'm very close. Once I get the roof in, I still have to put in the cardinal, the chimney, and the door handle. So let's get started. I've got my setups a little bit different today. It's higher up in my lap, so I hope this works out, but it's more comfortable for me, so hopefully everybody can see well. And I can see that my stitches, I stitched a little tight right there. It's kind of pulling, but. So, I was watching, I need to turn this around. I was watching Fat Quarter Shop, and they were showing the new series by Cottage Needleworks called, is it Nutcracker Village or something like that? It's the Nutcracker one. It's super cute. I really like it. Now I want to start that one. So we'll see. Yeah, but it's really pretty. Really pretty. It's like similar to Glitter Village, I think. Alright, let me check and make sure y'all can see. Okay. So, yesterday I posted my sew sampler unboxing, and first I posted it and I didn't realize I had changed the whole thing to black and white. So when I went back and realized it was all black and white, I had to delete that one and repost it. So, yeah. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you what I really think, because I'm not sponsored by Fat Quarter Shop. They don't give me anything free, and they have no reason to give me anything free. So I'm going to tell you what I really think about that stuff. So when I do an unboxing, I just give my opinion, whether it's positive, negative, somewhere in between. I'm going to tell you the truth. So, now, I tell you what, if you like to get free stuff, there is a website called Buzz Agent. It's BZZ Agent, AGENT. And I have been signed up with them for several years. And what they are, they're like a marketing campaign thing. So you fill out their questionnaires. Let me double check and make sure everything's in view. And they will, if you fit the demographics they're looking for, they'll send you products to review. So me and my husband both do it. And we did a bunch of them, like when Parker was a lot younger. I'm saying like maybe when he was 6 or 7, and he's 11 now. So it's been a long time. And when we first started doing it, we did a lot of toys. They sent us like a Nerf gun, like play sets, different things. And back then what you had to do was you had to post on Facebook and like post pictures and stuff and talk about it. Well, I didn't like doing that. I didn't like posting on Facebook, like, you know, like it just felt really forced and fake, and I didn't want my Facebook friends to have to see all that. So I kind of stopped doing it. Well, I didn't kind of. Me and Mike both stopped doing it. I mean, we got face creams, just all kinds of random stuff. So we stopped doing it, and then about a year ago, my husband got an email from them asking if he wanted to participate in a new campaign. So he did, and it was different now. Over the years, they had changed how they did it. So basically what they want you to do is get the product and then go write a review on the product. So they sent him some like floodlights for a car, and then you go on a website like Amazon or whatever they tell you to do, sometimes they don't tell you. Sometimes they just have you write a review and then they post it. So, that's how it works. So basically, if you go on any website these days, you will see, you have to put that you received a product in exchange for a review. You really have to be discerning on those reviews, because a lot of people get the things to review and they make it a 5-star review so that they get free stuff. Because I'm not going to lie, when I tell you some of the stuff I got for free, you're going to be like, yeah, I'd write a 5-star review too, because they keep sending you free stuff. So, I always go, when I go look at something, let's say I want to buy a camera. I'm not just going to see how many reviews this has. Like, oh, this has 4.5 stars. I'm going to actually go read the reviews, and I'm going to look at the pictures people post, and I'm going to read the reviews that have actual information and don't just say, I received this product in exchange for a review, you know, stuff like that, because you really want to find out how something really works. So, let me get to the rest of my story. So when he did that, I can't remember if I went updated my information or something like that, but I started doing it again, and he got more campaigns than me. I guess because there's not as many guys that do it. So, for instance, one of the things he got was a pair of flip-flops. I can't remember what the brand is, but they're really nice flip-flops. He wears them all the time. And he's got different stuff like that for guys. And then they started sending me campaigns, so I would apply for them, and then I wouldn't get them. It would just, I mean, it could be for anything. It can be for product like cleaning, toys, skincare, makeup, hair care, pets, anything that when you fill out your surveys, if you say, I'm a parent, I have pets, I'm interested in beauty, fashion, cleaning, blah, 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 they're going to put you in that demographic and whatever age group that they're looking for, etc., etc. So I got a really good one. I got a brand new Hoover vacuum. It was, I looked it up, it's like $110 at Walmart. Now, I'll be honest, Hoover's not my favorite vacuum brand. They tend to break fast. But this is free. I didn't pay for it. And so I did the review, and actually I like the vacuum. It's a little bulky for me because I have a shark, and my shark is really like good at getting under furniture and corners and stuff. So using the Hoover was a little bit more bulky, but for the price point, I did think it was a good vacuum. It had a lot of attachments and stuff. So I wrote the review, and I actually asked a few people if they need a vacuum, and they said they didn't. And I have it. I kept the vacuum because vacuums do tend to break a lot. So I thought, well, if ours breaks, we don't have to go buy a $100 vacuum. We have it. So I put it back in the box after I reviewed it, because I took video and everything of it, and I posted the video. So I have a vacuum. And then one of the other things they sent me was some pet chews, and they're actually really good. They're for senior dogs, and I started giving them to my senior dog. They're for hip and joint inflammation. So for that one, you had to write a review on Chewy.com. So, and then they sent me, this was so random, I have no idea, like, it was actually kind of funny. So let me tell you, this was kind of stupid on my part. I did not know they were sending these to me, because sometimes they get ahead of themselves and they'll send you something before they send you the email that lets you know you're getting it. So I go to the mailbox and I open up this package, And actually, I'm going to pause and go get them so I can show y'all. Okay. So, I had this box that had these 6 magnets in it. In my mailbox. And they're super cute. I put a couple on my rolling cart that I keep my sewing stuff on. And then I put the rest on my refrigerator. Okay? They're super cute. They're cat magnets. And there was nothing in the box. There was no note about where they came from. Anything. It was just a box of magnets. And because they're cat magnets, now, some of y'all have sent me Stitchy Kindness, which I always show. I thought, somebody must have sent these to me as Stitchy Kindness. Like, I know they're not Stitchy related, but they're cat magnets. And I thought, well, maybe they're needle minders, which they don't, they work good on the refrigerator, but they don't work for needle minders. So, I told my husband, I said, look at these magnets somebody sent me. They're so cute. I was so excited. And for like a week, I thought that. And I was just waiting to try to find out who sent them to me. And I was going to ask on my floss tube, hey, if you sent these to me, please let me know, because there was no note in the box. Well, then I get an email from Buzz Agent saying that I was chosen for that campaign to review those magnets. I felt like the biggest idiot. I'm like, nobody sent me these magnets. Oh goodness. So they're really cute though. But yeah, so sometimes that happens. And then I'm trying to think. That's all I've done recently. So that's 3 things. But I was really excited about the vacuum, and they sent me see, what they do is they send you an invite, and then you get chosen from those. So they did send me one for an iRobot vacuum, and I was hoping I would get that one, but I didn't get chosen for that one. So I'm not complaining though. I'm hoping that, because sometimes around Christmas they ramp up their campaigns, so I'm hoping we get some more, but I haven't had one since those 3 things. I can't remember. I think the vacuum was the last one. So basically you just write the review, and you either submit it through them or you submit a screenshot to them, and as proof that you did what you're supposed to do in exchange for the product. But yeah, you always write in the review, I received a product in exchange for my honest review. But I can tell you one thing, I may put something in there about the feature that maybe I'm not crazy about, but I'm not going to put a bad review because they won't see any more stuff. So, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, it's called Buzz Agent. It's not, I don't get any kind of discount for telling you about it. In fact, you're just going to be competition for me. But hey, there's enough love for everybody, and if you are interested, you should go, just Google it. It'll pop up. It's a legitimate website. I've never had anything bad happen through them. Yeah, so like I said, I've been doing this, even though I haven't been doing it consistently for all that time. I have done it since, for like 5 years or something like that. So yeah, who doesn't love free stuff? Too bad they don't have like cross stitch reviews. Hey Crystal, we're gonna send you 10 yards of linen and even weave and Ada, and all you have to do is go on my website and write a review. Get a call from Classic Colorworks. Hi Crystal, are you interested in reviewing our entire collection of Classic Colorworks floss? We would love for you to be a part of our Classic Colorworks family. Yeah, not gonna happen. So, I'm excited to almost be done with this, and then I can start the next one, which, I'll be honest, I never like starting them because I have to do the snow, and I hate doing the snow, but that's what I gotta do to get to the good stuff. So this is completely off topic. Let me see how I'm doing on time. Okay, I'm good. This is completely off topic, but I did think of this story. So, my mom, when I was growing up, was pretty feisty. And whenever she would get mad, and like her and my stepdad would fight, like her thing to do, we all have our things we do when we get mad, okay? Well, she was extra. She was a little extra. So she would take off her rings, like, that he bought her. Like, you know, she always liked jewelry, so he would buy her rings or whatever. She would take them off, and she would, like, throw them down and be like, yeah, you know. Which, I see now, well, I've always known, that's not a healthy thing to do. But listen, that's the way it was, okay? This was in the 80s. So, she would take off her rings and she would like throw them. She actually lost one permanently doing that because it went over the hill like where we lived, and she never did find it. She probably quit after that because she learned her lesson. Throwing an expensive ring. Well, anyway, I don't even wear a wedding ring. Rings really bother me. I have some of the silicone rings. You know, if I want to have a wedding ring, but rings have always bothered me, and so I don't even wear it. Anyway, so yeah, I grew up watching my mom do that. Well, you know, kids, they do what their parents do. So I was dating this boy, dating as in I was in 5th grade. We weren't really dating. But we said we were boyfriend, girlfriend, right? Which, the only thing that meant in 5th grade was that you said you were boyfriend, girlfriend. I mean, like, we didn't sit together. We didn't really talk. You know, we just said we were boyfriend, girlfriend. And so, one day at school, he gave me a ring. It was a real ring. It was gold, and it had like, I don't know if it was like ruby. It was like red stones in it and diamonds. So he gave me this ring because I was his girlfriend, right? So I wore the ring for a little bit and everything. Well, I found out I was the second girl he gave that ring to. He already given it to another girl in her class, and she gave it back to him. So I got mad, and I went to school, and everybody's at the lunch table. So we're 5th grade. You're like, what, 10, 11 years old? Everybody was sitting at the lunch table. It was in the morning before school, so everybody was talking and doing stuff. It wasn't like you had to be quiet. And it's in the gym. And I go up to the table that he's sitting at, and I take off the ring, and I throw it against the table, and I said, keep your damn ring. Now, who did I hear that from? 5th grade. And that ring went bouncing. And I later found out, and by later it was like a week or two, because his mom was friends with my mom's friend, that he actually stole that ring from his mom's jewelry box, and he was giving it to little girls at school. So yeah, I said, keep your damn ring. So I think that was partially from my mom and partially from watching soap operas, because I mentioned this on Another Stitch With Me. I used to watch General Hospital. My mom watched All My Children and she watched the ABC one. So All My Children, and then whatever that second one was, and then General Hospital. So I would watch them too. And then when I got older, like, you know, high school, I would watch General Hospital. after school. But otherwise, they were on during summer break and all that, so I was just aware of what was going on. And here's the funny thing about soap operas. So my mom watched ABC, but a lot of other people watched Days of Our Lives. That was the thing. Austin and Carrie and all that on Days of Our Lives. And what's her name? Allison. What was her name? Austin, Carrie, and Carrie's little sister. Her name's Allison Sweeney. She was the host of Biggest Loser. What was her name on there? They always had these big storylines. Okay, I didn't watch that, but because sometimes I'd be at my friend's house and they would watch it, like, it didn't matter. I could go for like 6 months and not watch Days of Our Lives, and I still knew what was going on because it was always the same thing. Marlena and John. Days people know exactly what I'm talking about. So I knew what was going on both the ABC soaps and Days of Our Lives. Oh, goodness. Yeah. I can't imagine watching it now. But, yeah. So I was super dramatic when it came to that ring. Yeah. It's like, keep your damn ring. So, my mom has since chilled out with age. She was feisty. But yeah, that just goes to tell you, like, kids go to school and they act like their parents. And that's the truth. I'm not a teacher, but when I was a substitute teacher, I learned that real quick. People whose kids I knew, like, the parents, you could tell real quick. I mean, the good and the bad, they act like their parents. So, I don't know what that says about Parker, because, man, he couldn't get... I always tell Mike when I'm like, that's your child, when he's doing something like... Which he does take after my husband a lot when it comes to, like, his stubbornness. He does. He has my sense of humor. Definitely has my sense of humor. And it's probably because he's always around me. But he has a real, like, sarcastic sense of humor. Yeah. Gets him into trouble sometimes. I'm getting close. I was trying to think, I had this other little boyfriend in 5th grade. Again, he wasn't really my boyfriend. We just said we was boyfriend, girlfriend. And I remember it was Valentine's Day, and I came back to the classroom, and I'm telling you what, like, we never even talked. I don't even think we passed notes in class. You just, like, declared that someone was your boyfriend, or that you were their girlfriend, and then you just said you were dating. But, like, he was always with the little boys, and I was always with little girls, and we never even sat together. So it really wasn't a boyfriend-girlfriend. We just said we was boyfriend-girlfriend. And his mom had brought a, like, thing of candy and a balloon, and it was sitting on my desk for Valentine's Day. Like, I'm telling you what, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Parker's like, I'm dating somebody. I'm just gonna fall over. Won't be able to handle it. No, I can't watch that show. There's a Netflix show called Love on the Spectrum. I can't watch it. It's too close to home. Because, you know, I don't know what the future has in store for him. And I want him to have all that stuff. And the idea that maybe he won't is too much for me to handle emotionally. So I just, at this point in my life, I just kind of avoid it. But, you know, it's like, I don't know. I don't know where he's going to be when he gets to be 20 years old. So, it's hard. Don't know. Oh, goodness, y'all. let me say, do I do these 2 rows and finish, or do I wait one more day and finish it? Because I'm feeling kind of tired now. How am I doing on time? I have time to finish it. I just don't know. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I can do this. I'm gonna play some theme music, get me pumped up. At least finish this brown and then see where I'm at. Yeah. Every autistic person is different place on the spectrum. Parker, as a mom, probably one of the hardest things is he doesn't say I love you. When he was a little thing, like when he was, learning language, he would say I love you back. When you'd say I love you, he'd say I love you. But he didn't understand what he was saying. He was just like mimicking what I was saying. But once he got old enough to understand what it was, he stopped saying it. So he hasn't said I love you to us since he was probably about 5. Maybe, yeah, I would say about 5. And he doesn't give hugs, which is really hard. Really hard. He used to give me a hug, like if I was gone a long time. Let's say, one time I had a family emergency and I had to go out of state overnight, and I came home and he gave me a hug. Now, he doesn't give like hugs like this. He takes his hands and he like, get in camera, he like puts his arms against me like that. But he like, I came home and he did that, and a couple years, I would say, okay, the only thing I want for Mother's Day is I just want a hug. And he would give me like one of those. He would like take his hands, his arms, and go like that. But he hasn't given me a hug in, I'd say, has it been 2 years? I would say maybe 2 years. I don't know for sure. I mean, I don't keep track. But I would say it's probably been 2 years since he's given me a hug. Me or his daddy. Now, he'll let us... He doesn't... It's weird. It's like... He doesn't want to be hugged, but he wants to get pets. So, he definitely wants pets. Like last night, he wanted me to pet on him. Like rub his back, scratch his arms, stuff like that. He definitely likes that. But he does not like being hugged. Now, he likes being wrapped up like in a blanket or a weighted blanket or something like that, but he doesn't want me to just like go up and hug him. So, he does like a certain type of affection, but not hugs. So, yeah, it's hard when your child doesn't say I love you and your child doesn't give you hugs. It's hard, I'm not gonna lie. It's, when I see other kids like wrap their arms around their parents, and it's hard, but that's who he is. So I'm not gonna expect him to change just to make me happy. He obviously, as a child, loves me. I know he loves me. So he just shows it in his own way, not in the way that I'm used to. So, but I tell you what, if I could get a hug or an I love you for Christmas, it would be awesome. But I'm not even going to tell him that, because I don't want him to feel bad about his own feelings, and that he's uncomfortable with it. So if he ever does it, I want it to be just because he feels comfortable with it, not because he feels guilty or something. So yeah, it just is what it is. Now, he gets super jealous when I'm around other kids and they like hug me and stuff. My nephew doesn't live here anymore, but my nephew I babysat my nephew, and then when he got older, he used to stay with us a lot and come over all the time. And he always say, I love you, and give me hugs and everything. And, oh, goodness gracious, he was jealous. So, yeah, he asked, a couple weeks ago, he said he wanted a 12-year-old brother for Christmas. And I said, well, I said, if you get a brother, you're going to be okay with, you know, me hugging him and stuff like that. And he's like, oh. Yeah. He really wants a brother. So we talk about adoption and fostering. We're not in a place right now where we can foster or adopt, but we do hope to do that. But we'll see. If we don't, we don't. We're kind of getting into a new stage of life where he's getting older and we're getting older, and you know, we're starting to look at like the next phase of life. My husband wants to get an RV. I would love to have an RV. He watches videos all the time of people who remodel RVs and campers. We actually live in an area where camping is super popular because we live next to a big lake, and a lot of people go there on the weekends and camp. They have a bunch of campgrounds, and it's super common around here for people to have a camper and a golf cart and to go spend the weekend at the lake. So there's actually a good bit of campers that are for sale in this area. So we might be able to make that happen. I don't know, in a couple years. So my husband said something. I was like, well, yeah, because we're not having any more kids. He's like, oh, we could still have a baby. I'm like, what are you talking about? We are tired. What are we going to do with a baby? He's 46. I'm 41. I'm like, you're asleep in the recliner. I'm half asleep over here stitching at night. Like, what are we going to do with a baby? It would be an older kid. Definitely be an older kid. We are too old for a baby. That's not to say if you're the same age as us, you can have a baby. I'm just saying we are tired people. We are wore out. So, but I always say that, look at that, I got that done. Okay, so I tell you what though, I don't think I'm gonna, I think I'm gonna finish it tomorrow. So, but I feel bad because y'all stuck with me so long. I feel like I should finish it for y'all. But I feel like this is a good place to stop. I don't, you know, I'm getting to where I'm really ready to take a break. So I think this is a good place to stop. But I think it looks real, oh, let me move it. I think it looks really good. So I got to put, let me flip it around. I've got to put the little chimney, it's 2 rows right here, a cardinal, and put in the door handle, and it'll be finished. So that's exciting. And I need to go back over to this one and add a couple snowflakes. So I just need like one big one and a couple small ones and one of the tiny ones. Alright guys, so I hope you have a good day. And I know I was all over the place this morning, but I don't think y'all mind. You're used to my rambling by now. So I hope you have a good day, and I will catch you. Oh, and I meant to say, I had said that I couldn't film because my mom had a doctor's appointment, but her aide took her to her appointment today so that Parker and I could stay home, which was super nice of her, because she doesn't have to do that. It's not like, you know, she volunteered to do it. So it was super nice. I love her aide. She's so sweet. She's such a big help to my mom and to me, of course. So anyway, I hope you have an awesome day, and yeah, happy stitching. Bye.